This incident has churches locally reviewing how they would handle an emergency situation. WFXR's Michael Doty visited a nearby church to see how it's committed to keeping people safe without scaring folks off.
Sunday morning scene out of Grand Blanc, Michigan is a grim reminder attacks on churches can happen anytime and anywhere.
When you go to church, you go to have time of fellowship with friends and with fellow believers, and you think of it as a safe place, a sanctuary place. And so that such a tragedy would take place in such a setting, it's heartbreaking and frightening all at the same time.
But security experts say it's those values that can sometimes open them to these attacks.
Churches are vulnerable because we have to welcome everybody into the church. It's not a business where we can pick and choose and say, I don't like you, get out of my business. The mission of a lot of churches is to bring people to Christ. Or whatever their religion may be.
Churches in Roanoke, like Melrose Baptist Church, have worked to balance safety and acceptance. It has recruited about a dozen volunteers to serve as a safety team. Between 4 and 6 members will be stationed across the building on Sundays, keeping an eye out for any threatening or suspicious activity.
If they see anything unusual, they will mobilize, they'll connect with one another, they'll bring in myself and other members of the ministerial staff, and to see if there's a situation that we need to address.
Melrose Baptist recently had discussions about doing some active situation training, which Marco Galbraith with T4 Tactics says is one of the best things it can do.
Have some type of proactive response instead of reactive. If we have a plan, the first second we hear that boom, 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 we can start saving lives and reducing injuries and saving lives.
Reverend Mark Mofield with Melrose Baptist hopes that extra caution can discourage violence from happening at a place like a church, which is committed to spreading hope, love, and faith. Reporting in Roanoke, Michael Doty, WFXR News.